All right, check it out, Nvda, NVDA, Nvidia Corporation. Let's go back. So, Nvidia's been around a long time, at least on this chart. I got here 1999. .com had a split, another split in 2001. Here's another one. And this is the yearly chart, 2006, 2007. So, went along. Then you had a split here, 2021, and you had one in 2024. So a lot of splits, and you can see stochastics, big move up 15, pullback, moved up again, sort of went over this double top, and there's the breakout right here, and that's why we're flying high too on the yearly. Let's look at the quarterly chart going back. Now you can't really see nothing on this because of the split, so I can't tell what the moves were because of the split, but you can see 2020 how we went up to 10, and then this was the first big move. 2021 with the 30, came back to 10, then we exploded up here on the video. Monthly chart, look at the monthly here. So the break of 30 was big in 2022 into 2023, you can see right here, and actually about 35.30, this big U when we explode up, go to 50, 2024, and then we start to get cooking here. This went to 130. There's a split. Now you had a lot of back and forth moves for the 150 move, and then you went to a low on this cross. April 30th, 2025, 86. People bought at 86 were very smart. There was a deep move here, not that deep. You didn't get a 50, but Nvidia is such a strong stock, went right back up, and look at all the green candles now. 164.97. Weekly chart. Let's take, excuse me. Let's take a look at it here. Now you can see in 2023 how this went to $10. 10. Smart money always buys, high quality stock. I'm not saying, I didn't know this was going to get a 164 in a few years. Who knows? You don't know what anything's going to do really. You just think the market will go up, but you don't know how high like individual stocks will go. So Nvidia at 10 now. Think about $10 in Nvidia. You look back now, like it's so strong on the chip sector. Remember, you had COVID, you need chips, and now it's just so pumped with AI. So you just never know. But you want to buy a high-quality company, and the tech sector, of course. So 10, we go to 30, 2024, break that 50. Look at that right there on this weekly chart. You had to move up, a split. You come down to about 90, then you break out. After this move, there's a lot of back and forth volatility here. Then you get a 150. And then you go all the way down on that candle here, the big drop on this big reversal of 86.62. Then we're off to the races, 164.97. Now, how high can we go? Well, look at the high on stochastics. Then you go all the way down. You had a little few moves here trying to break out, didn't work. You went very low. On a weekly Nvidia chart, you went as low as 13.49 on stochastics. It's very low. And then look at this, right back up, white over red. 97.62. We're actually touching now. Let me see something here where we're at. Yeah, 97.62 is white. Red is 97.21. So, could the move be over soon? It's hard to say. It's very high up. When you get this high, extreme overbought, you get a little pullback. Hasn't happened yet. Can we get higher? 170, on this run? It's possible. You could make a pullback here eventually and then power up. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. It's a monthly chart. You see in the video here. So again, up to 90.75. Look at the daily. Excuse me. The daily. Look at this back and forth. There's a lot of volatility January, February, March, into April with tariffs. And that was the low. Actually came on stochastics right here in March. See this low point? Low point higher. Low point higher. Low point higher, and now you're in that zone 80 to 100, and you're staying there right now. So you come from 86.62, you get a 164.94. Look at this high line now. You have a low line, very tight, back and forth in here. And so you're staying up here. A lot of, look at the volatility, like in between these little moves. So can we get to 200? Most definitely. By the end of the year, I think, of course, we will, unless something happens in the market. This should power over 200. Now, where are we at? In July? You have end of year rally, Christmas rally. I mean, if the market is doing well, there's no reason why. You always get a rally end of the year. It's called the Christmas rally, whatever. But it's because Wall Street wants their bonuses. They're pushing everything. like buy, make it go up. You know how it is. It's crazy. All right, so any pullback though right now be small. I would look to this line 160, maybe below that, like 150, 155, taking that high line, low line, you're staying in between. If you start to break down further, it could be something else happening, you know, with tech in the market. So I believe we'll hit 200. It's hard to say just on this run. We're going to keep going here. We're going to get a pullback. So no one can say that. I mean, we keep going up. So right now it's looking strong. The video is strong, and it's a powerful move right now. The market is very strong. Now you do have what happened today again? You know, you had tariffs in Canada, 279. The market was down. Dow, Nasdaq a little bit. Futures went to 351 on Dow Jones, and Nasdaq 75. So we'll see what happens there. We're getting very oversold too on the VIX and everything, extreme levels. So sorry, looking for some sort of little pullback again, and we'll see if it happens. You know what happens next week with this. So Nvidia is a strong, powerful move. Got to keep your top stops tight if something happens, because look at this, the range here, range here. If you break out of this line, something happens in the market, you'll dive deep, like we happened here on 150, and we went all the way down, and then it faded. So let me look at, see something here, the monthly. Let me see something. Yeah, so the monthly had the breakout of 50, and then you sort of had like a head and shoulders up here, left and right. We faded, so that became a new trend line. Let me put this trend line up. So the trend line's rising right here. Yeah, if you get a major pullback in the market, it could go to 100 again and then bounce, but I don't see that coming anytime soon. So Nvidia is still strong. We'll see what happens in the market next week. All right, that's it. Please subscribe to My Camera Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button. I'm on all social media. Just check it out. Peace.